So in a few hours time, you can now pre-order GTA 6, and I don't want this to be a negative video because I was someone the other day on stream, I was so excited for GTA 6, and I kind of still am excited to play this game, but I'm also very disappointed of where we're going in the gaming industry and what Rockstar have decided to do. So we are going to run through everything to do with GTA 6 and why I'm just pissed off about what Rockstar have done, and it's more importantly the reason why they've done it that is really frustrating. So if you do like these videos, make sure you hit the like button and let's go. As I just said, in a few hours you can pre-order GTA 6, and we do now know the price of this game. I do believe in the UK it's looking like it's going to be around $74.99. We do know that there's going to be an edition, the standard edition, at $80, but there is going to be an ultimate edition at $100, and let's be honest, most people are most probably going to be buying the ultimate edition. What is annoying about the ultimate edition? It's not the price. It's not the price at all. It's the fact that they've locked certain shops behind a paywall, and yes, this is something you can do at any time. So you can just buy the base game, and if you want to down the line, you can actually upgrade obviously digitally, and this is what you get. So this includes 5 exclusive stores which you will not be able to go into if you have the base game, creating that FOMO, which will all carry unique stock you can only obtain if you purchase the most expensive version of the game. Listen, this is how FIFA do it. This is how all of these corporate companies, this is not why I'm annoyed, but it is a bit annoying that you're locking like parts of the game. Again, this is something we've seen before with other companies with missions. We've had like Ubisoft lock things behind, you know, certain missions behind a paywall. So it's not something that is new. That will be costing $80. And to be honest, I think the price is actually pretty good when you think about it. Like the base game costing $80. I thought it was going to be $80. I thought it was going to be £80 in the UK. It's looking like it's going to be $74.99. It could be $80 in the UK. I don't know how they work with the conversions, but $80 is a good price. They want to maximize obviously sales for this game, but this is not why I'm pissed off. And I don't mean to be so freaking negative about the game because I am excited. This is why the gaming industry is this, it has gone the way it has gone. What is super annoying about this game is that they keep saying the physical edition doesn't come with discs. It's not a physical edition. It's not a physical edition. It's a box with a code, and this is so just scummy from these corporate companies. This pisses me off so much. So with GTA 6, it will be literally a digital code in the box. I don't know if we've got this for any game before. Don't think we have, or I haven't bought anything like that before. Obviously, we have the game key cards for Nintendo, but a lot of people do not like those. But players who pre-ordered the digital version of Grand Theft Auto 6 will be able to begin preloading on November 12th to ensure that they are able to play at launch on November 19th. The physical version of Grand Theft Auto 6 contains a download code inside the box, and that will be available starting November 12th to support pre-loading. This is not even about stopping leaks from going out there ahead of release, because if you remember with Crimson Desert, I remember they locked obviously the game behind a day 1 patch. You couldn't play the game without that day 1 patch, and I thought at the time, a lot of people probably disagreed, but I actually thought it was a great idea because then it stops leaks getting ahead out on the internet, and then if people are so excited for something, they go on the internet and they get ruined. It's just a bit annoying. I thought that was a good idea as long as afterwards they did the day 1 patch and then you can play the game offline. They're not doing this to stop the leaks. They're doing this to maximize as many copies going out as possible. And I'm an old school gamer. I remember going back to the SNES, the Nintendo 64, the PS1, Game Boy. But you know what pisses me off? It's the fact that they don't want you to resell the game. They don't want you to pass the game on after you're finished with it. They are basically forcing everyone to be like, you know what? We don't want anyone sharing the game. We want everyone to be paying at least $80 to maximize the amount this game is being sold. And I don't know about you, but that just feels a little bit scummy because with how expensive just life is getting, the fact that back in the day or even now I can give these games right here to a friend and they can play it. Like one of my friends who I've got back in contact with, he hasn't played his PS5 in such a long time, and he's, oh, I wanted to play the James Bond. I obviously got a code for James Bond, but what I did is I bought the physical box because I wanted the physical box. I said, well, listen, if you want to borrow the game, feel free to borrow it as long as you give it back, because I don't like borrowing stuff, you know what I mean? As long as I get the game back. The fact is, he doesn't have to go and spend X amount of money because he's a casual gamer. Maybe he doesn't want to spend that much on gaming, and I just think it's so freaking frustrating that this is where we've gone. This is not me saying, oh, well, you know, just don't buy the game. This just I am allowed to be pissed off with something and also be excited for a game as well. I just think this is just scummy from Rockstar, because you are going to make so much money from this game. And it's the fact that, do you not remember how GTA 5 was, how amazing it was that people were lining up midnight launches to buy your game? And it's just the fact that, you know what, you're not even allowing us to kind of have that. I was hoping there was going to be some sort of midnight launch with GTA 6, because that's what it's all about. The fact that, is this where we've come to gaming, where we just all stay home, download the game, and we'll just, yeah, that's how gaming is for now. We don't have any of these fun events, go into the store. I know stores have been dying out for a while. When companies say, well, listen, physical is dying, the reason it's dying is because you are literally forcing everyone to go digital. So when you see articles online and they're like, well, physical is dying, it's inevitable, a lot of people would choose physical over digital. I do believe there's a lot of people that want to choose physical over digital. Yes, I know digital is more convenient for everyone, but the fact is, there's a lot of people that would support physical media, but you're choosing not to do that. And then you say, well, you know, digital's, you know, taking over. You know, you could spend $100 on a digital purchase. I get it, it's a game you'll play for a very long time, and it's not for me to be like, I'm not buying the game. There might be some people saying, well, just don't buy the game. Do you support digital media? The fact is I do buy physical and digital. With my digital purchases, I try and go as cheap as possible. When there's lots of deals on the PlayStation Store, I bought like the Batman Arkham Trilogy, I bought that for cheap. Obviously VR2 games recently, I bought one for like £12. The most expensive one I did do was like Alan Wake 2, which was like £69. It was the most expensive digital purchase I think I've done. And the reason why I wanted to do is that they said they weren't going to do it, and it was a game I was super excited for. It was annoying that they just said they weren't going to do physical, and then obviously they probably didn't make enough money, and then they decided to do physical. So that's why I'm annoyed with the game. But let's talk about some of the positives with GTA 6 on PlayStation 5. And this is something we kind of knew. They do mention that it's going to be playing best on the PS5, which is obviously wasn't really a surprise. So it does say on the video that Sony put up. You can see here, thanks to the close partnership between Sony Interactive Entertainment and Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto 6 will play best on PS5 by taking advantage of PS5's immersive features to deliver a deeply engaging single-player experience when launching on November 19th. And obviously we can see that it's going to take advantage of the DualSense wireless controller. I do think that is going to be absolutely amazing. Listen, I'm excited for the game, but it's just a real shame that this is what they've decided to do in terms of the physical release of the game. But the fact that it's going to be around £75 is obviously a win as well, because let's be honest, they could have just done a minimum £100, even though most people I know will be buying the most expensive one. Like, I will probably want to buy the Ultimate Edition. That's probably the one I want, because let's be honest, how many hours and even years of entertainment this is going to be. Again, in my mind, it's just a shame that's what they've decided to do. But there's also something you might want to kind of remember, is that they does say GTA 6 PS5 pre-orders come with a bonus, but you must be careful. So they're beginning to go live around the globe. So what you have to be careful of is that there is a pre-order bonus where you get 1 month subscription to GTA Online. But they do say is that you have to remember to actually cancel, because once you redeem it, it will just be a ongoing subscription and you have to deactivate it. So I do believe it's going to be around $7.99 or £6.99 per month. And does that mean that GTA 6 is coming with an online? I don't think it would be. That's not to take away from any of the excitement that anyone has. I think it's just something you want to be aware of, because some of you might just say, well, just get over it. And it's just like, no, like, we've come to the point in gaming where we can't even borrow games. And obviously, as I said, I was going to stay up like just like a little kid and be like, you know, I'm going to stay up for the pre-orders and buy the game. But now I can just wait, because pre-ordering, like, they're not going to run out of digital copies. The one thing I will say is that there is new images, 63 new images, and we're going to have a look at this as well, because this is really exciting. I'm trying to get my excitement back, because I'm just a bit, you know, as you can see. but let's just see what there's going to be. So let's have a look. So I'm going to mute the mic as we go along, but let's have a look. Now look at the guns. You've got their initials, their names on there. Look at the guns on their flip. We kind of saw, but my gosh. So that is a look at GTA 6, and listen, it is very exciting. What, this is going to be one of the most, historical moments in gaming history. It's just, as I've just said, I know I keep going on about it. It's just very disappointing that they're saying that the physical box doesn't come with a physical disc, so it's not a physical box. I've got a blue box here. I've got loads of spares because sometimes the pre-used games I buy, they're like broken, and I could just go and order one online and print a copy. I could literally buy it now and have it early as opposed to waiting for a code in a box. But what do you think about the news on GTA 6? What do you think about the price? Are you happy with the price of GTA 6? I am. I think this is going to be, I think this is a good price. I think most people will buy the big $100 or £100 edition. I most probably will. But I just want to know your thoughts. So yeah, drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know.